What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good and enjoying your Sunday. By the way, the new intro is lit, right? I did it myself. I hope you guys like it. I worked really hard on it, but it was definitely time for a change and I really like it. So let me know what you guys think of it in the comments. But yeah, today I'm going to be trying out this classic dip powder starter kit from Double Dip. It comes with everything you need to do dip powders. So you get a base, a top, an activator, a brush cleaner. You even get this like cute little dust brush with like rhinestones on it. It's super soft, and you get 6 different dip powder colors. These are 1/2 ounce jars, and if you guys aren't familiar with Double Dip, you can use these as acrylic too. So they're like a 2-in-1. You can use them as acrylic or a dip powder. They work really good as both. And there's actually an extra one that comes with the whole set, like as a little gift. It's like a glittery dip powder, and it comes in this cute little bag. It's holographic. And these are the swatches that I did off camera, because I kind of swatched them as a regular acrylic because I have only these nail art wheels and it's kind of hard to swatch dip powder on these. But yeah, that's what they look like swatched as acrylic. So as you can tell by the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing a set of long dip powder nails. Right now I'm mixing up my own milky white color, so you're going to want to do like 1/2 teaspoon of white to 3 teaspoons of clear. I already had some in this jar, so I'm just like adding to it and kind of like shaking it up. But the white that comes with this kit was like a little bit too vibrant for me, and I wanted something a little milkier, even though like the color did end up like opaque in the end because I had to add like a lot of layers because my nails are so long. But it's still lighter than the one that comes with the kit, because the one that comes with the kit is a little bit like, you know, more opaque. It's a more opaque white, so that's why I mix them. And right now I'm going in with my dehydrator and primer. I do have a little bit of nude acrylic on the tips of my nails. I always put that there to just have something to file down to in case you didn't know. But yeah, I'm using this dip powder tray. It makes it a whole lot easier if you're doing long dip powder nails, because as you know, if you've ever tried it before, it's very difficult to do. So I'm going to start by applying a layer of clear on all of the nails. Right now I'm just getting the trays ready so that I can start putting the dip powder on the nails, so I don't have to like keep stopping. So yeah, I'm going to apply the base to my entire nail. You want to kind of work quick so that the base doesn't dry like before you get the powder on. So I apply the base to the entire nail and then just pour the powder onto the nail. This is a clear, and I'm kind of rotating my nails side to side as I'm pouring it on to make sure the sidewalls are getting covered and everything. And I'm going to do this on all the nails. You want to wait like a minute or two before you brush the acrylic off of the nail. This way the nail has time to dry and everything like that. So you want to just pour the powder on and like tap the excess off. And with these trays, they can only like hold so much. So when it gets full, you kind of got to pour it back into the tray that you're using, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's a lot less messy than using like a paper towel or just like a cuticle pusher or whatever, even though I still managed to somehow get dip powder on the paper towel. But yeah, I was kind of like going a little bit fast, so we weren't like here all day. But yeah, it does work really good for long nails. Alright, so now that I have the clear base on all of the nails, which the reason why you want to put that on your nails first is to protect your nails from like any pigmented colors that you're putting on top of them, so your natural nails won't like stain and stuff like that. And also does give you like just an extra layer to help build the nails up more. So yeah, now I'm going to be applying the milky white color that I mixed up to the pointer finger and the ring finger. I do 3 layers of the color, so I'm just going back and forth just between the nails. I actually do put it on the thumb as well. So by the time I do the other two nails after the first one and I get back to the first one, that will be dry for the next layer. So you kind of just gotta do it like that, and you can get your nails done very quickly. Like, this did not take a lot of time, even though you have to keep stopping and kind of like putting the powder back into the tray. It still doesn't really take that long because it takes like 2 seconds to pour it back in the tray. And if you had shorter nails, you could literally just dip your nails right into the jar and call it a day. So yeah, I just like the tray because it makes it more sanitary than using like it straight out of the jar and pouring it onto a paper towel or something. So yeah, sometimes you might get a little bit of the dip powder that might get like stuck around the cuticle. So if you're able to use your finger to kind of like remove it really quick, like I'm doing, yeah, that's really good because it's kind of hard to file it off if you don't. You can always go in with a cuticle bit like I will be doing later on. I mean, they didn't come out perfect because that's usually the case with dip powder, but for the most part, the structure was pretty good in my opinion. So after the first layer dries or whatever, I dust it off and I go in with the base again, and I go in with the second layer, just making sure that, you know, the cuticle area is clean before you go into the next one. I don't know why it kept going down that one side. It was like getting on my nerves. But yeah, I probably could have gotten the side walls a little bit better, but it's all good. I do like the way they turned out. And I do want to mention, when I'm applying the base onto the nail, I kind of focus more of the base towards the cuticle area, and then as I'm brushing it down the nail, I'm making it get thinner. This way more of the product is kind of like up by the apex area. This way you don't have to like kind of go in halfway on your nail. Some people, they apply like the base halfway on their nail, apply the dip powder, go in a little bit higher with the base the next time, pour the dip powder. If you kind of do it like this, you get an all around good structure and still a pretty decent size apex. So yeah, I'm gonna do 3 layers of the white just to make sure that they are thick enough, you know, because I don't want them to be too thin or break or anything because of the length. And I will be encapsulating these. Typically, you want to encapsulate all of your dip powder colors so that when you go to file, you're not filing through the color, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate these 3 nails with the clear. So I'm applying the base to the entire nail, and then I'm going to pour the clear right over the white color, just making sure to rotate my nail from side to side so that it gets covered all around. You want to make sure you do this because, like I said, when you go to file and you don't cap your like colored dip powders, you will end up like filing through the color and it will start to look patchy. It's happened to me before, so I don't know why it does that. It just does. Something with the dip powder, I guess. So you're better off just going in with that layer of clear to cap it in the end. So yeah, you don't have that issue. On the other 2 nails, I'm going to be using the color Enchanted. It's like a fairy dust glitter. It's It's really pretty. I wanted it as a base on all of the nails. For my bling, whenever you put glitter behind bling nails, it just makes the bling pop a lot more. So yeah, I'll be doing that. That glittery acrylic though, it makes a mess. Like the glitter flies everywhere, even without barely trying. Like even while you're just pouring it over the nail, the glitter is like flying everywhere. It's like a glitter explosion in my nail room. There was glitter on my desk, all over me, and I was like wiping glitter up for days. But it is a really pretty color. You probably wouldn't have so much of a mess if you could like dip your nail in the jar. But yeah, it's just got really fine like glitters in it. It is pretty though. But yeah, this one is just like super messy. I've used it before in some of my other videos, but yeah, just be careful with that. So I'm only doing 2 layers of this shade on the other 2 nails. I felt like that was enough, and then I'll be capping them with clear as well. Normally I go in with the activator after 3 layers, but this time I decided to wait until the end after I was done applying all of the dip powder and everything, all of the layers, to go in with the activator, because I kind of hate while I'm doing it, and I kind of apply the activator, then I go in with the base and try to apply another layer to my nail, and the base dries before I can pour the next layer of dip powder onto my nails. So it's just like a big mess, and then it makes like lumps on your nail and everything. So I was doing like a little experiment where I just waited till the end, and I didn't really see like a big difference. Like when I was filing or whatever, it didn't seem like it wasn't dry on the inside of the nail or whatever. So one thing I would recommend though is just in between layers, just make sure that they're dry, because if your nail is not dry and you keep putting layers on, then that could be a reason why the dip powder stays gummy on the inside. And now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the activator to all the nails. When you're doing this, you wanna make sure that you fully saturate each nail with the activator. This is going to really harden the product and everything like that. So make sure you're fully saturating the nail all the way around. As you could see, the nails came out pretty good, but they definitely do need some like filing and shaping up. But for the most part, the structure was really nice all around. If you do it exactly like I said, it should come out right. The apex won't be too big, but it will be just right, and the free edge will have like enough thickness, especially for long nails. I really like the way they turned out. They actually came out how I do my nails if I'm just using acrylic and monomer. I probably could have did a little bit better job on the sidewalls, but it's not bad. I'm not like a dip powder pro. I don't claim to be like a master at it or anything. But yeah, for the most part, I do like the way they turned out. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start filing the nails, making sure I go around the cuticle and get that really good. For these, I'm gonna be using my medium grit safety bit. It's like a ceramic drill bit, and right now I'm just like debulking all around the nail. I'm going around the cuticle first, debulking the surface of the nail, filing underneath the nail, just really cleaning up the sides to like redefine the shape of them. And I'll also be going in with like a 180 sanding band around the cuticle as well, just to further clean up before I go in with my cuticle bit. As you can see, I'm taking my 180 sandy band now and I'm going around the cuticle area. I'm using this because the other drill bit kind of had a guard on it, which makes it a little bit harder for me to get behind the cuticle really good. And I really had to get behind there with this set because like I said, sometimes with dip powder, that can tend to happen even though you don't try. So you kind of just want to make sure that you clean around the cuticle area really good. So I'm doing all the steps to do that. So right now I'm further debulking around the cuticle area with this 180 sanding band, and I'm doing it on a lower speed so that I don't like damage my natural nails or anything or cause any friction. And after this I will be taking my cuticle bit and then going around the cuticle more to really get into the tight areas and seal around the cuticle. And it cleaned up the cuticle area very nicely. I'm happy I did that because it looked really nice in the end. Sometimes you just gotta do that just to clean things up. Last, I'm just going to take my hand file and redefine the shape of the nails. So I'm doing a long square shape for this set. So I'm holding my file straight as always and just filing off a lot of the bulk on the sides of the nail. And then I'm going to slightly angle my file in and file in the tip. You could do that like a few times each way and you get like that tapered square look. I also file the free edge at an angle And after this, I do buff over the surface of the nails to make sure there are no scratches or anything. They need to be nice and smooth, especially before you go ahead and do nail art. I'll be using the buffer that came with the kit. I'm using my own hand file because the one that came with the kit, it kind of like is too thin. It's for like natural nails mainly, so I need something stronger. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and jump into the nail art portion of the video. I'm using a lot of colors for this, as you can see on my palette. I already got them ready before the video because I would be here all day. But yeah, I'm using a lot of colors. I'm going to be doing a Murakami flower on my nails. I always wanted to do this. If you guys have never heard of this flower, it was created by a Japanese artist, Takashi Murakami. He created like this flower. It kind of represents like joy and happiness because of all the colors and stuff like that. So yeah, I always wanted to do this on my nails. I think they're so cute. And I don't know why this was so hard for me, but it was. I think I was just like obsessing over it. Mine didn't come out too neat, but it was still cute, so I decided to keep it anyway. So yeah, right now I'm drawing like the middle part of the flower. I'm using some yellow polish from Melody Susie, their Say Chairs gel polish collection. And I'm kind of start with like a little dot, and then I kind of move my brush around and kind of keep filling it in until the circle gets bigger, as you could see. This is a number 3 detail brush, I think. I have these linked in my Amazon store. If you're interested, I've been using these since I started doing nails. They're like my go-to brushes. They come in a set of 5 with little dotting tools on the other end. They're like really handy. So yeah, the colors I'm using are from a bunch of different places. I'm using some gel polishes from Melody Susie. Some of them are from their Say Chairs gel polish set. I'm also using some gels from the Macart Bright Ambition gel polish set. I'm using the black from Macart called Noir. I'm also using a few gel polishes from Madame Glam that they had sent me. So I'm using Baby Blue, American Dream, Limoncello, Sunset in Hawaii, Besame, Glow, and Energize Your Day. It's a lot. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of these colors, just check the description box for my discount code. But yeah, right now I'm going to start by making the petals. So I'm kind of drawing them and filling them in and kind of like rounding them off. at the top. That's how the Murakami flower looks. But I'm starting off by drawing one on each side so that when I apply the other ones, the gel is not running into each other. So I draw the initial 4, and don't worry if they're too wide at first, because when you go in with the other colors, you can kind of overlap them and make them thinner, because I made that pink petal way too wide for the first one. But as you can see that I'm going in with the next color, I kind of overlapped it and made it smaller. So as you can see, I'm just drawing the other 2 petals on the other side of this pink color since it's cured, and then I kind of draw the other petals like where I can. So I'm not going to draw one right next to that purple color I just put down because that gel polish is still wet. So I'm going to move over to the bottom and draw a petal there, and so on. And I just keep doing this, and once I do that, I go ahead and flash cure it so that the gel doesn't move when I move on to the next nail. On the next nail, I'm doing the same exact color pattern. Now I'm gonna go ahead and draw the little mouths. What you wanna do is kind of make like a capital D and then just fill it in. It's really simple. You wanna use red for this. And then for the eyes, I used black and like a very small dotting tool, just like dot them on really quick. And normally you would outline everything in black, but I just decided to leave it as it is. I kind of felt like, I don't know, it would just kind of look a little bit weird if I outlined it in all black. Plus it was very fine detail and I didn't want to mess it up, so I decided to leave it unoutlined. You could do it either way. It will still kind of look the same depending on what kind of look you want to go for, but I felt like it gave it a different look and it still looked cute. So yeah, I'm now top coating all the nails. I'm using this Bellavina top coat from one of their polygel kits, and I'm just top coating all the nails. And I'll be placing some bling into the gel because I'm not really keeping these on long, so I don't care about them staying on that long. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this set. I think it's super cute and summery. I love the glitter and everything, Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a video. And if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and do that so we can stay connected that way. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.